Hi, I'm Dave Jadico. I'm the should I be addressing you or the camera? My name is Dave Jadico. I'm the artistic director of 1812 Productions. Excuse me, that's completely wrong. I just came from my other job. Sorry. My name is Dave Jadico. I'm the artistic director of Comedy Sports. And this is the Adrian Theater. Actually, that doesn't say Adrian. That does all the way up there. It's hard to see the sign, but it's at 2030 Sansom Street, and this is where we do Comedy Sports. There's our sign right there, Comedy Sports, up on the window. We're here every Saturday night. This is the front door. You guys want to come inside? This is our 21st year doing Comedy Sports in Philadelphia. And there's over 20 around the country that do Comedy Sports. It's not a franchise, but it's sort of like a franchise. And they're all around the United States as well as in Europe, in Manchester, UK, and as well as in Berlin, Germany. It's exciting. It's got a lot of variety, and yeah, people seem to enjoy it, so we've been doing it a long time.
Comedy Sports is competitive, improvisational comedy. It's competitive because tonight you're going to see a competition between two teams. The company was co-founded by myself, Mike Young, Kevin Doherty, and Jim Carpenter. And so at that time we cast, I forget how many, maybe 12 people. And we were performing for absolutely no one in the beginning, and now it's grown to, 2 shows a week with sold-out houses, and it's fantastic.
Comedy Sports was my first experience of improv, and the first time I saw improv was when I came to see a Comedy Sports show. So when I saw Comedy Sports being performed, I actually thought, wow, that looks really fun. I went on to take some classes in improv, and a couple years later got cast.
What's really great about Comedy Sports Philadelphia is that the players are trained so well. We all go through the same training.
We rehearse on Tuesday nights. We call it practice, actually. We practice on Tuesday nights for the Saturday night show with the folks that are going to be in the show that coming weekend.
Mixers.
Whiskey mixer.
Mr. Whiskers! Got it.
Whiskey Mixers!
Whiskey Mixers!
Mr. Whiskers!
Mr. Whiskers! Mr. Whiskers! Whiskey Mixers! Mr. Whiskers! Whiskey Whiskers! Mr. Whiskers!
Mr. Whiskers!
Misty Whiskers!
Misty Whiskers! Everybody is so good, and we all come from the same philosophy of doing improv, that we know if we get up on stage, even with somebody who hasn't been with the company as long as you have, a veteran is up on stage with generally a rookie or a newbie, you still feel safe and comfortable and excited to perform with them.
This is my rookie year, so I'm one of the newbies, I guess. I've been improvising in general for 4 years, and improv is one of those things that you can never perfect. So it's one of those things that you're constantly learning.
I myself, as a performer, I'm only an improviser. I haven't done any other acting. I really enjoy being in the moment, not having to memorize lines, and just being able to come up with it on my own right in that moment. In Comedy Sports, I've done all the roles. I've been a player, a referee, as well as Mr. Voice. There's Mr. Voice who does the announcement, gives the scoring updates.
Each role is unique and offers a reward in and of itself. Being the Madam Voice, I do that. I'm a ref, I am a player.
So far, I've just played. I don't do voice, and I haven't reffed yet, and I don't want to do those anytime soon because it's a lot of responsibility.
I really enjoy refereeing the shows. Refereeing the shows is a lot of fun. You're hosting, you talk directly to the audience a lot, so you really get to connect with each individual person in the crowd. And but playing can be exciting as well. So I go through phases, but I do I really do enjoy reffing. Yeah.
I really enjoy doing all three. I think my favorite thing to do is Mr. Voice, because you can really be part of the show from a different angle, and it's a little more challenging, and there's a lot more to do when you're doing Mr. Voice, but you can really have a lot of fun doing it.
I really enjoy being captain, actually. It's a little bit more responsibility because you have to sort of plan out the game, or you have to help figure out what games are going to be played. But at the same time, it's you know, another opportunity to kind of get out and interact with the audience, which is what I really enjoy doing.
If we didn't have an audience, we would barely have a show because they input so much into our show and we like need them.
It used to be friends and family. Back in the day, every single person in the cast had, you know, 5 to 10 people who were out there just to see them. And now, I know that it's just the public, it's just anyone is out there. And I can't believe that the word has spread in such a way that, you know, there are people there who are going up to me and saying, Bobby, I love your show and I've seen you for so many years and it's so great. And I don't know them and they're just fans of the company without having any relationship to us, which is very gratifying.
Every show, the audience is a big, big part of the show. We're constantly talking to the audience, interacting with the audience, taking suggestions from the audience, and they're involved from the get-go.
Some of the audience members actually get up on stage as volunteer players during the course of the show. It is the most diverse audience that you'll see. Everybody comes and enjoys comedy sports, from 5-year-olds up to 95-year-olds, all ethnicities, orientations, everything. People just, you know, we attract a very broad crowd.
And then the other thing that I love about the show and the relationship with the audience and the long-term relationship with the audience is the high five line. When we high five people at the end of the show and they walk out and they're just kind of like chatting to each other and then they see us, and they're like, cool, and they high five us down the line and they thank us personally. It is so gratifying to do that, to see that we've brought a lot of joy to all these people and that they're really loyal fans.
I got a friend and her name is
Molly. Sounds like Molly begins with P. It's Holly.
Little girl playing with the
Dolly. Riding on a bus a week. Wires above.
Comedy Sports cast is very big. We're well over 40 people, but in any given show, there's maybe 10 to 12 people involved.
Back in the day, we were a very small little family. We did the show together, we hung out together, we dated each other, we went to each other's weddings and you know, anything that was happening, we were a little family. Now we're a big family, and like big families, you know, sometimes you see each other, sometimes you don't, you see each other on special occasions, whatever.
There are actually people in the company that I have yet to play with. I wouldn't say that I prefer playing with any group of people over another. I think everyone is brilliant and super funny and super like energetic.
People will go through periods where they're more available to perform with us, or, you know, a number of our performers are professional actors, so they'll go away for a few months.
You can perform with somebody one Saturday, and then you might not see them again for a couple of months, and then you perform with a bunch of other people, you know, in the weeks after that.
It allows us to program different shows with different people and gives a lot of variety.
Before I came to Comedy Sports, I performed with a different group that was the same 7 people performing each show, and it was a very different dynamic. But playing with Comedy Sports, you get to play with different players, different refs, different games. I think it makes you a stronger performer.
When we sit and we do auditions and we have everybody's headshots spread out in front of us, and we pick one headshot and we put it up on the board and say, all right, they're in. We all look around to each other and we say, we just changed their life.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's like really, it's a really tight-knit like group of people, and even though it's like a 40-member company, it still feels like very small and very supportive.
I am connected to the new people that we hired a year ago, almost as well as I'm connected to people from a long time ago, because just the way our training process works and how open everybody has to be on stage. So there's a lot of trust in the company, and it's a lot like a family.
It's like I have 40 siblings, because you have to be really close and trusting of your other performers, and so you develop that quickly.
A lot of us have been performing together for 20 years, and then, you know, there's a number of people who joined 18 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, and so forth. So it's a very tight-knit group.
There are so many different talented performers at Comedy Sports that every single one of them is a person that I enjoy playing with.
I love Philadelphia, and there's times where I drive through this city and I think it's pretty cool that I'm part of an organization that has been here for well over 20 years, entertaining the members of the city.
The fun, the joy, the artistry, the friendships, the networking, the connection to Philadelphia, it's unlike anything else in Philadelphia. And so when you get from that audition spot to a spot in the company, your life changes.